Hello class, this is just a brief video to help you prepare to turn in the research project as we go towards spring break. We are in week 11, which is the last week before our spring break, which begins this Friday. It's a little confusing, just in case you were unaware. Our spring break will kind of run Friday to Friday, so it will start this Friday and end next Friday. So let's take a look. In our week 11 folder, we have 2 videos to help you complete the last part of the research project, part number 3. Right? So ideally, hopefully, you'll be able to complete the research project this week and submit it. Right? So if we look at the rest of this folder, we see the research template right here. Right? This research template allows you to take what you've written and place it into a structure to outline and organize your research project. So let's take a quick look at what that is and how you can use it. So this is covered in the videos on how to use the template, but I'll just show it to you here as well. So when you open the research template, it will look like this. So essentially what you can do is take the information that you have written and place it in here where it says to copy and paste or copy the title of various information. Where it doesn't say that, don't change it. So if you see these subheadings here, go ahead and don't change those. That's sort of the structure of your paper and gives you a nice, easy organization. Right? I also have given you the first work text cited entry for the film. You will still need to write your works cited entries for the journals that you found. Right? So you can use this, copy and paste the paragraphs for each structure here, leave the headers there, and your research paper will be nicely organized and structured for you. And that is found in the week 11 folder right here. It is a Word document. So as we clear up the last bit in this folder, here, if we click on this, is the last place to submit a version of your research project that you would like me to provide you feedback on. This is the last chance for you to submit a rough draft. Ideally, for this section, I would like you to submit a draft of all 3 parts in the research template, so I can provide sort of final suggestions as you're on your way to submitting it. So, just to repeat, if you submit the draft here in the last rough draft portal, I will give you feedback for you so that you can improve the paper as you reach a place where you can submit it for a grade. If we go back, this section here, if you click on it, that looks like this, and you see the rubric worth 20 points, right? You see the full assignment sheet. If you submit it here, you are submitting it here to be graded. So only submit it here in the week 11 file folder in this section when you're ready for me to grade it and give you a grade on your work. So just note, here's the last place to submit a draft for me to give you feedback on the entire thing. When you go to this one right here, that's when you're submitting it to be graded. Also, if you would like to submit part 1 and part 2, that's totally fine. I will look at drafts of those, but make sure you submit those back in the weekly folders where you can find them. Right? So essentially, if you want to submit part 1 as a draft, submit it to me in the research portal on week 9. If you want to submit part 2 for my feedback and comments, submit it on week 10. Last note. If you look, it shows that our research project is due this week. Now, I would highly suggest that you're able to submit it this week so you can have a nice, relaxing spring break. However, as you know, in this class, there are no late penalties. So if you don't submit it this week and submit it some point during spring break, that is okay too. No points will be taken off. Some caveats though. First, during spring break, I may not respond to any submitted drafts. I may not give you feedback as we are on break. So if you're going to submit it during spring break, please make sure you get the drafts to me this week so I can give you feedback. Second, if you do plan to work on it a little bit during spring break, please keep this date in mind, April 23rd. Make sure that no matter what, you can submit a final version to be graded by April 23rd. Next week, as soon as we get back, we're going to start our next unit on the book Day Tripper. So all of this will be behind us, and we're going to focus on our next and final unit. So, just to final and conclude. If you want to submit it this week, that is my suggestion. That's what I would aim to do. However, if you submit it over the weekend or submit it during spring break, that is okay, but I may not give you feedback. Please make sure that no matter what, you can submit a final version by April 23rd. Lastly, just a note, as I mentioned, when we get back from spring break, we're going to start our next unit. It requires this book here. All right. You can find links to purchase it in the syllabus and course information. Please make sure you have this book when we come back from spring break, as we're going to jump right into discussing Day Tripper. You will need this book to complete our assignment. It's been the only book we've had to buy this semester. So if you've purchased it already, you're good. You're ready to go. So good luck with everyone. And if I don't see you or contact you before spring break, have a safe and restorative and healthy spring break. And I look forward to reading your research projects.